who the trending issue between Anas Aremeyao Anas and Honorable Kennedy Akumpreko Japan. Almost so much as a course. United States of America, New Jersey Court Act. Semenoka say court essay Kennedy Akumpreko Japan into $18 million US. And for my Anas Aremeyao Anas. Now Semenoka say Anas Aremeyao Anas on any lawyer. Omakasa. After say court, actually we say Kennedy Akumpreko Japan into $18 million. No. Now in this particular video, no, Kevin Taylor and a friend, Anas Aremeyao Anas and a lawyer on a Loud Silence TV. And I just on no a king come. Now in someone Anas Aremeyao Anas, me say a lawyer at the two piano. Now or we say a Drew baby no not just a Kennedy Akumpreko Japan wanted to pay $10,000. Not to say $18 million in the enkasa issue in the enka enkona enkoda. Now in the video no Anas Aremeyao Anas and the lawyer no explaining the ATC ya Kennedy Akumpreko Japan was seen drinking a lot of water and kasapai although they were in AC. Now me person myself omre. You ever this particular short video the time and I just say
to make it easy for us. We are one of the lawyers for Anas and I want to state again, Udini Ivan Selassie Adika, renowned lawyer. Bepacho, can you run us through how it started and how we got to know today, say, a judgment in the New Jersey court? Abba.
Okay, Mr. P. The interesting thing is, I quite remember that you were sued in the U.S. sometime in 2021.
Yes.
And that actually caused my clients to begin inquiring about possibly if there's if there was anything out there, whether it will be actionable in the U.S. Mm. So you have some significance to today's events. So shortly after, when you were going through your motion to dismiss, we actually took a keen interest in that case and reviewed all the pleadings. Mm. And during that time also, my client informed me of a video that was circulating on social media. I just say, "Yeah, papa no, and someone just like okay, about my client." Mm. So, like as the intellectuals that we are, we started opening the books and try to see where we can lay a claim. And so, interesting enough, after reviewing the video, in our training, there's something that we are taught. In your case, a case, it has to pass the test, and the case has to stand on all fours, which means that you do an analysis of whether there's jurisdiction in place, whether you have all the elements of each claim that you want to bring. So we went through all of that, and my conclusion was yes, on the basis of video now, my client is send them, you tweet back court, New Jersey, as I say. Ya papa no video no so ya papa na anenum nsam kire se okase fi ni fie New Jersey. Na unim say ye krom for so no the diaspora is very important. Obviously what you do is testament to that fact. And there was an audience that he spoke to we Ghana for they all take a keen interest in the happenings in Ghana, especially the politics in Ghana. So we thought, there was solid grounds for us to be in the court in New Jersey. So I advised my clients accordingly. Now, I wouldn't say, a lawyer. So obviously, he was an integral part of what was going on in the preparatory stage. At that time, I am a U.S. trained lawyer, but I currently only practice in Ghana. And there was a team of us. I'd like to say congratulations to my learned colleague Oded Crow. He was a part of yes, he was counsel of record in Ghana. So I pulled him into the research, and we drafted a complaint. And like a lawyer, so we did the work, and he actually filed it himself. So after the preliminary back and forth, initially the case was we sued in 2022.
Okay. Yes.
We filed suit sometime, I think. The complaint. Yeah, sometime I think in the summer of 2022.
May 17th, 2022.
Yes. And by law, no, there was a period by which Papa no Anka was or responded with what is known as an answer. But so Papa no one file response and my case no call into default. Now after a period of default, you can actually go for judgment. Now a case near file, we filed on 3 counts. But I couldn't say or say a chrome or a chrome 4. The second one was or you would in terms of onuna or behind the medal of Yenuya Ahmed Swale.
Yeah.
Now the third one so say Yenuya no a serial killer in terms of Woku Chinese will be Brebi Ghana. And then the fourth one is or a criminal, the blanket word criminal. And then the fifth one by implication or say onuna behind Woody Sembiana, that means say Abiana and no a trigger man and also no will be second and say perform the physical act that led to the foreseeable events, which is Obi a. So we also included a count that he is that he claims that my client or a co-conspirator in multiple serial killings. So that was basically the gravamen of our complaint. And when it went undefended after the response time now, we began to make preparations to move for judgment. But being that I was in Ghana and we are all based in Ghana, we reached within our network and we partnered with 2 brilliant lawyers who I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate. Okay. Atawemega Esquire, he was the father figure of the team of lawyers, and a brilliant trial lawyer by the name of Andrew Dihir. These are all brilliant Ghanaian lawyers on this case. And at that point, we recruited them as counsel of record. And the case went at that point. Kennedy's lawyers came in, obviously because near Beji judgment for the full $30 million. And so he had counsel, and counsel came and also did his thing. Reopen default. They argued that they had a solid defense. And I think right around then, and
someone anas around me, anas a lawyer, can ye party, and not say it drew baby no, not say anas in the crown or per se assem no germ. Nemo not say or no, say yes, cano anything, nemo ni dino atese o se Kennedy akompre ko Japan etena radio so e say ni dino eno na atese amani bo fu yi pa eno nti o de Kennedy akompre ko Japan akoduru eye New Jersey court. Now don't forget said this particular issue no you can see Ghana atese Kennedy akompre ko Japan every ni issue no in Ghana video no eto aso nsemo a anas a lawyer edituda
omo judgment from Ghana no omo release here. Inti no mujina so say omo defense to case aye afale wo New Jersey.
We need Ghana. So case no
exactly.
In terms the no by omo case. Okay.
So as defense against, but the interesting thing is that the defamation sits here no say kan ma ko na the work court ko bedu fufuro na ko kan it's a separate case.
Yeah.
Inti no to me ko judgment to Ghana and fam be defending way. You still have to prove the truth of it. And this time, in this jurisdiction, the law is the same, essentially, because but you free other countries. There are certain times that even though any of presidential value, I just said, judge into me India, but to me the na senior especially in cases maybe you decided that type of a case. And Emrano is the same as Ghana. Procedurally, there are certain nuances. Sometimes in terms of certain dates, you have to do certain things by. And also in New Jersey, Emrano drafted complaints. We were fully aware that we were required to prove what we were claiming by a higher standard than in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yes. In this case, and not even that. In this case, we were required to prove our case not by the normal civil standard, but by a clear and convincing evidence standard.
Okay.
And they responded with that, and they were able to successfully reopen the default, which paved way for them to file an answer. And they filed an answer which essentially claimed that there was some sort of back and forth between him and Anas. And, we took it forward as well and we forged on. And we finally got our trial date sometime earlier this year and it was postponed. And then we finally went to trial last Monday. We started trial on Monday and we put up our case. My client testified. He testified. He brought other witnesses. And after listening to both sides, senior the difference between what happened with Ghana and see what say trial by jury into judge or judge back one I say judge me no one I say judge me and send a bidi asem but normal people on the streets of New Jersey, tax-paying citizens. And in this case, we started off with veneer. That's the technical word for when the prospective jurors are brought in. We're from a veneer. The veneer of 60 citizens, tax-paying citizens of the state of New Jersey, specifically Newark, New Jersey, and its surroundings, were brought in, and after what is known as Boadaya, which is the process by which
it's when someone Anas Aremeyaw Anas and a lawyer in a interview with a Loud Silence TV, Kevin Taylor no editu dwa na chese oka edi chire no or chire mu a wo se no kasa die na chese Kennedy akompreko Japan court abonika $18 million in the United States of America chese nye asem ketewa entino se scam so betua se ontua ne de ho asem no yenyan ensa enkan ye entino yensa kan ye de ni nyina ebebre. First time abani, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our video, obetumi so akire wadwen under the comment section na bibia ayefefefe.